Hi, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Yes. Good to see you guys. How you guys doing tonight? Good to see you guys. Put down the chat. Where you guys coming from? And what's your big why? We're here for you. Let's make it happen. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Good to see you guys. All right. Where you guys coming from? This is Dr. Chau, real. I see you. That's not Dr. Chau AI. Okay, please turn on your camera. Thank you for coming. All right. David Price, what's up, my man? Audrey, let's go. Let's go. All right, Debbie, Dorothy, Lourdes, Catalina, I remember you, Diane, Keys, Sasha, Delbert. More and more coming in. Las Vegas. Oh, I love Las Vegas. Yes. San Antonio, Texas. Yes. Atlanta. Weaverham. Good deal. New York. Let's go. All right. What's your big why? What's your dream? What's your biggest also what's your biggest challenge right now as well, right? Because I know it's been tough this past couple months. It's not been easy for a lot of people. I get it. Government shut down, all of that. But what is your biggest challenge that you have? Put down in the chat. I want to know. What's your biggest challenge that you have when it comes to real estate, getting financial freedom right now? Okay. And let's be interactive, guys. The more you can interact, the more I can see you, the more we can connect, the better you do business, right? You don't do business with people you can't connect, right? So the first step to connect is what? People got to see you, got to like you, trust you, right? So right here in this room, this is where it's at. This is where the magic happened. We have a lot of people even like find their partners here, getting connected, making deals happen, right? So turn on your camera is what I'm trying to say and really participate. All right. Zero financial independence, cash flow, keeping rentals feel. Amen, David. Yes. Sasha, yes, hello. What is your biggest why? What is your biggest why as well? Put down the chat because without your why, the how don't count, right? It doesn't matter what the how is. What's your why? And it's not just surface level why you want to make more money. Okay, everybody want to make more money, right? Everybody want to have more independence, all of that. But why? For example, Diane, why do you want the freedom? Who else are you doing this for? Maybe that will help. Okay, because we will do more for other people than we do for ourselves, right? So who else are you fighting for right now? Is it your spouse? Is it your children? Your mom, your dad? Who is it? Because until you solidify how is what you are doing will affect the people that you love the most surrounding you. Until you solidify that, you're not going to take the necessary actions, right? Kids and mom, all right, awesome. What do you want to do for them, right? Be specific, guys. For example, I want to. When I first started, I wanted to retire my mom who had cancer at the time. And I was like, I gotta figure out something fast because I don't know how long she has. Right. And because of this business, I was able to retire her, retire my dad and my grandma, and got them the big home with the maid and really take care of them. Right. That's the dream. You see what I'm saying? And now in the past few years, it's about taking care of my wife, retire her. She's 15 years of nursing, broke her back literally. We literally went to the doctor today and examined her back, and she really, literally broke it because she was being a nurse for a long time. So I want to be able to take care of her. She don't have to worry about a thing and enjoy life, and travel around the world and supporting the underprivileged people, especially in the third world country, for example, right? So that is, you see how specific and detailed that is? Okay. It's when you have your big why and you get emotionally connected to it, that's 80-90% success, guys. Okay. Everybody I know, everybody come in here trying to find corporate clients, trying to do the how to. We get to that. Don't worry. Okay, we get to that. But 80% of it is your mindset, right? That's what my billionaire mentor, Tony Robbins, tell me all the time. a little bit into this house. 80% of your success is all about the way you're thinking, the mindset. Okay. So if the way that you've been thinking got you to this far, right? How can it get you to where you want to go? So you got to adopt a new way of thinking, right? So, all right, Audrey, Atlanta in the house, financial freedom, passive income, doing this for my family while having time and location freedom. All right, somebody been to my class. That's right. There's not just money freedom, guys. There's time freedom. There's relationship freedom, and then there's location freedom. Okay. So a lot of doctor and lawyer have money freedom, but they don't have time freedom. And without time, you don't really have a life, right? Most doctors sleep in the hospital. Most lawyers sleep in their office. You know, what's life? You know, it made out of time. So you gotta have time freedom. And then relationship freedom. If you have time freedom, you have money freedom, but then you got to deal with 100 different investor clients. You got to deal with 1,000 e-commerce clients. And all the time you got to talk with clients. And what's the point of having the ability to just, you know, take care of your loved one, be with them, you see? And then there's location freedom. You can literally do this from anywhere around the world. And I have such far and low and high all the ways. I've been in a lot of billionaires' houses circle and I asked a lot of questions. I got my MBA and done a lot of things. I have not seen any business, listen to me very carefully. I try almost everything out there that can give you all four of these freedom. Okay. And what do I mean by that? So this business, when you do corporate housing, insurance housing, they book for 3 to 6 months at a time. And they have 90% extension rate with no eviction rate for the past 10 years that we've been doing this. And hundreds of members, hundreds of properties. Okay. That means that you're only working about a few hours a week, literally. If you do more than a few hours a week, you're doing something wrong. Okay. That's why we have the system in place. We have everything in place. So that's for 4 hour work week is true when you do this. Because imagine you are a corporate client and you rent a house. Do you want to talk with the landlord all the time? Like if you guys rented before, you ever want to talk with the landlord? No way, right? Yeah, leave me alone. Give me my privacy. You know, what are the best client? The best client are the one who don't want to need to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you and they wire you monthly income. Okay. And it's not like all these other clients. I love, servicing people and all that's great, but that's why restaurant is the worst kind of business. Any kind of service business, dry cleaner, nail salon, hair, because even doctor and lawyer, you have to see the client to make money, right? This, how would you like it? You don't even have to see the client. They wire you monthly income. They don't even want to see you. They don't even want to talk to you, and they give you passive income. Okay, that's the best type of client, right? Exactly. And the best part is you can manage everything remotely now because of technology of everything that we have here. Incredible, right? We book a one-way ticket to a country and how long we like it, that's how long we stay. Okay. So last country was Costa Rica, and we literally love it so much we stayed there for 3 months. You know, that's freedom. You got me? And the next one we're gonna go to is Bora Bora. It's having the winter here in January, right? But before that, it was Paris in um, the Olympics in Paris last year. And we decided last minute, that's the last minute trip. And then 2 weeks later, we decided to go to Santorini during that trip. Okay. That's freedom, right? I want to really look at your life and look at the mentor you're following and see if they have that type of freedom. If they do, great, keep following them, keep learning from them. I'm all about mentorship. But I was like a pharmacist doctor, and I was look at my mentor at the pharmacy who been there 20 years, and I was like, I don't want, I don't know, I don't want to have that lifestyle. 20 years from now, still stuck in the same rut, still stuck in the same rat race, right? Nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do the rest of your life, that's fine, you know. but I want much more than that, right? That's why we're here. So 5 7 on the back for being here. All right, let's dive in, guys. So all I asked for in exchange for this free meeting, everything is free here. It's okay. Put your credit card away. There's nothing to sell here. So don't worry. It's all I want to give as much value to you guys as possible. Okay. Sounds good. All right. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna give you my 20 years of experience, literally made millions of dollars, helped hundreds of people make millions of dollars through this nationwide, been featured on the top level people like Grant Cardone platform or Tony Robbins platform, that we have a lot of their people as well, and even Sir Richard Branson. All I ask for in exchange for all of these gems that I'm about to give you is just for you to focus and be coachable, right? And focus your attention for the next maybe hour and a half here. Can you do that for your dreams, your life? Okay? Can you do that? Drop some heart, some like in the chat. You're gonna do that, all right? That's it. That's all I asked for. Okay, sounds good? Peace. Cool. Let's dive in here. All right. I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while. That's my promise to you. Okay. So turn on your camera, participate. The more you participate, the better it's gonna get. And the longer you stay, the better it's gonna get. That I can promise you, because I reward people who stay long, who are serious, who are coachable as well. Okay. So, because if you're not coachable, I can't help you. Okay, guys and gals. Okay. So, all right, let's share with you my screen here and let's make it happen. All right. So how I went from a trapped corporate slave to have absolute freedom of corporate housing without owning any properties, have any employees or real estate experience. Okay. So you don't need any employees. You don't need any real estate experience. You don't need any property. All you need is to be coachable. Number one thing. Number two, have a good positive attitude. No negativity allowed in our community. Number three is be a giver, not just a taker, right? If you meet all three criteria, that's your foundation to success here. Okay. Sounds good. All right. So I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while. And stay to the end. I will give you the blueprints on how you can do this at the end. And I will analyze, how will you guys like it if I analyze your property, your deal personally, your area, find a deal for you on this call. Okay. I will do that toward the end. So get ready, because when I make that drop, the first three people are gonna get it. Okay. So you want me to do that? Okay. Sounds good. All right. So I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy for the past 20 years, literally $1 million. So my goal is to share as much I can to you in this next hour here. Okay. So I discovered the one vehicle to help me get absolute financial freedom after many vehicle. And I learned from the right people and I refuse to give up. Okay. Whether it's playing poker with Grant Cardone has over 10,000 units, guys. All these are billionaires, by the way. Or going backstage with Tony Robbins and jumping his cold plunge and hot plunge, and hanging around with platinum partner elite people. There's only 1,000 of us worldwide. And the average net worth in the room is at least 10 million to $1 billion, billionaire in the room. Okay. So, or I even played with chess with Sir Richard Branson on his own island. The guy owned the whole island. Okay. And then it literally worth hundreds of millions of dollars on the island. He worth 5 billion. What do you say to guys like that? And then he invited me to his birthday party, which is not on a yacht. He has a cruise line that he hosted a lot of billionaires on that birthday party. So a very humble beginning that I come from, and to be very humble to be lifted by these giants that they shouted me out to their community because we have helped serve their community. So I know there's a lot of program out there, there's a lot of coaches out there, and God bless them, right? But I know that there's a lot of not legitimate people out there as well, And you just got to ask yourself, hey, has the other coaches that you're looking at, have they been vetted by actually four billionaires now, Russell Brunson? And I actually shouted me out to their community. Have any of other coaches that you're looking at have done that? Okay. And that says a lot, right? Because the billionaire can sniff you out from a mile away if you're not legit. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind as you go through this. But it's not about me, right? It's about the people that I have helped. For these example, for these two students, I love when I help other people succeed. That's why I do this. I don't have to do this. I do this full time because I love helping people. So these two students help each other, met within our community. They partner up. Within 2 months, they have two deals to replace the income. Boom. 2 months, they're done. Yeah, 3 month booking, right? Or you want to have insurance booking that stay for 3 months and pay upfront. You want to have some upfront cash, like Sunny. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Or how many in here are moms or a father, especially mom. My hats go off to you because you having several full-time job, okay? Not just the full-time job here managing your kids and managing your husband is not a full-time job, right? So I don't know how you do it, but and you can still find time building this on the side. So these two mom came to me frustrated, burnout, 50 hours a week, kids running around screaming all the time. That how am I going to have freedom? Literally, Ann here within 1 month did 4 deals, make 10K a month. Replace it would make more than double her income actually. 3 months later, she replacing income. 6 months later, she literally have freedom rest of her life. And then she scaled to 20 something property, make about $500,000 a year now. Passively. The best part is she take vacation every single week. That's the best part. It's not the money, guys. It's the freedom. Okay. Same thing with Amanda, have 5 kids. So they break all excuses. Okay. All right. So I mean, come on. Who's more busier than a mom with little kids running around, working full time and managing their husband at the same time? Okay. Nobody is more busy than that. Okay. So no excuses. All right, guys. And you all can just say amen to that. Okay. Anyway, my goal for this training is to show you how to make 6 figures through out beyond Airbnb without owning any property that nobody else is teaching. Everybody is teaching Airbnb and all of that, and that's great, but that is not the end all be all, okay? It's way more than that because Airbnb is, as you know, is super saturated. It's like the red ocean, all the sharks infested now. So corporate housing, insurance housing is the way to go, okay? So I saw Candy win on here. You able to come on? That's out. I don't know. She said she only have a few minutes, but if she can come out and share a little bit her story or to inspire a lot of people, that would be great. So you able to come out, just raise your hand, Candy, or show your screen, and I look forward to share her story with you guys. Okay. So, anyways, is
Yeah.
you here? Okay. All right. Awesome. Everybody, give Candy a hand.
Hi, hello
Hi,
everyone.
Candy. Yes, spotlight her.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, Candy is one of my students, and she's the one who really inspired me because she had two mom. I mean, two kids. She's a single mom.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a single mom with 2 kids, right?
Yes.
And you're working 2 jobs. So no excuses, guys. You hear me? Okay. So Candy, tell us about your background before and after us and how has we helped you in the short few months that we've been coaching you.
Yes. So yeah, I've been with Dr. Chau coaching around 3 months. So at the first couple week, I been go through a lot of his material and go a video YouTube, but like very positive. All the YouTube in his platform, and and then after that I get the one unit. So I kind of like very busy. So for 3 months, I get the one unit, and the unit already ran out until February 1st. And then yeah, I kind of very busy life with a single mom, 2 kids in a high school, and like a lot of activity, volunteer, and with 2 part-time job. And that's as the unit I run the first from MT, like the very new everything furnished and everything. So sometimes I'm stay there in 11, 12 o'clock, and make it done, and then everything's done, and then photo. It's just a lot of processing. So in the Dr. Chow teaching me how to do it and everything like that. So after everything done, so I make my I open my LLC to starting with
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
first, but in this point, I'm go slow processing because I kind of very like conservative people, like everything I want to be uh slow, step by step, and understand
Yeah.
everything because
Sorry,
like
can I get you move the
yeah.
camera to see a little bit more of your face? And now we're
Oh
just
really?
seeing.
Did
Yeah,
you
there you
see?
go. All right,
Right.
there you go. Awesome.
Okay.
So, long story short, you have
Right.
been 3 months and now you have two deals now. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
just
Oh, the camera is
second.
off now, Candy.
Oh no, so let's see.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. Okay, so yeah, I mean, super
Yeah,
proud
so
for
a
these two
lot.
deals.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of things I learned from him, from Dr. Zhao, and every question back and forth. So stay in a meeting, and then in the Zoom for. So it's learn a lot from there. So I going to get the second one soon.
Yeah, yeah. From my understanding, from what today, you definitely just got the second one right there. And then the
Yeah.
first one, you got a 3 month booking, right?
Right.
So yeah, and pretty much around close to double the market rent too, right? So fantastic. So how has my coaching helped you to accomplish that in literally 2 weeks, and you got the first deal in your first month too. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a help a lot with because I've been do a lot of the different things, but I feel like in this area, it's I have an opportunity, and it's a take time. So whenever I have enough unit, then I don't want to be work a 12 hour per day and
yeah, exactly.
run
So
around.
this is the difference now. So for those you new,
Mm, yeah,
and you gotta get out the mindset trading time for money, right? So
right.
for example, like this, yeah, you need time to set it up in the beginning, but after that, after it's set up, like
Mm,
now,
yeah.
what do you really have to do after the corporate client check in for the past month? You
Nothing
know?
to do. Yeah, so
Yeah.
every month I get the 20% from the owner.
Mhm.
So yeah, so it's
That's
good. It's good passive
good.
for me and then that's why I keep going for second one and third one. That's as I'm looking for. Keep going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, right? That's the mindset. I for every dollar that you like for every $10 that you make trading your time for money, I would trade that for just $1 passive. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do
Yeah.
that passively, you can duplicate it, and that's where true freedom come in, you know? Um, but anyway, so for those of you who what would you tell people who, on the fence, maybe scared because the economy of everything going on, what would you tell them to do
In this
to
in
invest
this
in yourself?
Yeah, yeah. In this point, I just feel like I think anything's other, the business mindset, or maybe like the some things you need to pay, like anything you need to pay out to get in. Example, I invest on my business franchise. I got a lot of money lose on that, or things like that. So I need to invest to get the things. But this is not the that much invest, but I get all the knowledge to be the foundation to, and I just feel like I have an opportunity in this area because right now, so I don't scare the academy or whatever, because as soon you don't get into renting a lot, you just do something different the ways that you touch earth. So I feel like even the more opportunity in this right now, in when the things going down. So the people renting. So I feel like in this, for me, it is some Airbnb, they very slow. It is an opportunity for us. with the
Right.
corporate housing.
Yeah, exactly. Corporate housing. So Danny, have a question. Yeah, 20% from the owner. You don't have to purchase the property. You do have to list it yourself, right? But we, with our help, with our connection and platform and the way that we help, you can be very easily listed it with all of our other connections outside of Airbnb too, so that we can get you can get clients, right? But yeah, so the best part is you don't have to invest a
Yeah,
lot of
so
money like
yeah,
to buy the
example
property, right?
the one's second unit, my friend like the second unit because she run in a Airbnb right now, and then she feel tired with like so mostly the Airbnbs something going down is have opportunity for someone, so it's
Mhm.
just not worry about that. But as soon you don't for me, as soon I don't invest on renting the really like pen like very nice house or something, so it just safe.
Yeah, exactly. So her friend has an Airbnb that is burned out from doing it because she's doing short term, and now she's gonna give it to Candy so Candy can connect the corporate clients and insurance clients that we have for 20% of the revenue, which is quite a bit out, especially in California, Florida, they rent a place for very, very big money and she makes 20% off of that. So needless to say, she does that a few times and replaces the income right there. Okay. Um, so sounds good. All right. Thank you so much, Candy. What any last word for the people on online here before you go? Thank you so much for coming.
You're
Give
welcome.
Candy a hand,
Yeah,
everybody. Yeah. Any
thank you.
last word?
Yeah, have
Okay.
a successful in your the new channel. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Candy. Have a good one. Give her a hand, guys. Take care. Appreciate you so much. Single mom, guys. Single mom with kids running around, working two jobs, can do this. What's your excuse? Okay. So isn't it about time for you to stop making the excuses and provide the life that you promised your family? Okay. Promise yourself, right? Isn't it about time that we stop BSing ourselves, making excuses, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm too busy. Look at Candy. Okay. Oh, my English is, I love you, Candy. English is not good. Look at Candy. Come on. What's your excuses, right? You don't need any degrees. You don't need anything except for being coachable. That's why I'm so, so proud of her, that she done this and if the why is big enough, the how don't matter, right? So no excuses, all right? So for those of you who want to learn more how you can become a part of our amazing community and be mentored by us, there is an application process. So for those who want to apply, the link is in the chat, okay? It's absolutely free to apply, okay? And if you are serious, and only take it if you're serious though, you can actually win an hour free call with me, a free consultation call. Who in here want that? Okay. Value over $3,000. But because of the holidays, Thanksgiving, I set aside about 5 of these spots for this group only. So once it's gone, it's gone. So make sure if you know that you want it and you're one of those people who are serious about changing your future in your life, click on the link in the chat and apply. And if you are the lucky winner, then you will get an hour with me. If not, you still have my advisor that are able to take care of you for, 20, 30 minutes as well, at least. Okay. So that's it. All right. That's the only thing. That's the only offer I have for you. So for those of you who just joined us, welcome. Put your credit card away. There's no sales pitch here. All about giving value and give as much as I can. So, okay, so let's dive in, guys. All right. I know that for those who are experienced or whatever, they're like, get to the good stuff, get to the good stuff. Okay. Most of the good stuff is about breaking limiting beliefs. Okay. Breaking limiting beliefs. All right. Because if you still have some limiting belief in your life, it doesn't matter whatever I show you, and it's so much better if you learn from other people's story than from me. Okay. Right? Because it's one thing that I can do it, But then, it's Dr. Chow, everybody can do it. But if I can help hundreds of people have done it in the past 10 years, and especially with people with way less experience than you, way less everything from you, then there's no excuses, okay? All right. So is it my story real quick. Is immigrant from Vietnam. All four of us slept in one tiny bedroom in the ghetto. Okay, so I get it. I grew up with absolute nothing. I didn't even know English. So if you guys know English, you're way further ahead than me. When I came to America, I didn't even know English. It took me many hours a night to just look up the dictionary. Okay. So, I mean, this is our backyard. We opened the backyard and we hit the fence. That's how big it is. Okay. Which is still better than the shack that we had in Vietnam. And you see all these people here, mom, dad, my sister, everybody, my cousins, they all fit in that little shack right there in the back. Okay. But anyway, I thought the American dream is what? Go to school, get a good grade, become a doctor, a lawyer, right? So long story short, I did all of that. How many in here did that? Okay. I did everything society told me to do. I become a doctor in pharmacy, and that wasn't easy. I was studying 60 hours a week, surviving off of ramen noodles, McDonald's, and Walmart stuff. Walmart chicken. Okay. So I be real with you guys. Sleep in the cold basement, with some frat boys that always partying and going crazy and trying to study. Okay. For 8 years of my life, got out, got my MBA, thought I made it. Within my first year, I won the Pharmacist of the Year award, the Pharmacy of the Year award for a Fortune 1 company, literally the biggest company on earth. Okay. And I thought I made it. I'm like, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna have financial freedom. You know what they did? They sat me down. They gave me a 2% raise, which did not even make up for the inflation. And you know what? And then they cut my staff by 30% because they know that I can handle it. Literally cut my staff by 30%. And then they give me stricter KPIs. I was like, is this the American dream? What did I sign up for? And then I look at my mentor, been there 20 years, who's older, who got more health issues and less, time and feel miserable. And I was like, I don't want to do this the rest of my life, right? Who in here is sick and tired of being sick and tired, okay? And I used to not just work 40, 50 hours a week, you got to count the drive time. Take an hour to get there, an hour home, right? So, and I was trapped. And so I thought I made it. And on top of that, my mom got diagnosed with cancer at a time. And then I was like, I gotta figure out something fast. Like there's a sense of urgency here, right? So I tried all kind of businesses you can imagine. From anybody here tried drop shipping, okay? Multi-level marketing, okay? MLM, right? Network marketing, day trading, opening up your franchise, traditional business, multifamily, being a realtor, all right. So try it all. And all of these, you can make money, don't get me wrong, but you can't build your freedom lifestyle, right? For example, drop shipping, you're making like 20 bucks a sell. And in order for you to make 10,000, you need to sell like literally like 1,000 of these things. I don't want to sell 1,000 of anything and have 1,000 different customer every month. Imagine that. How are you gonna keep up, right? Then you're competing with millions of seller all over the world in Asia and all of that. It can undercut you anytime, right? I mean, that's not the way to go. Even if you make it, you're dealing with customer service for 1,000 people a month to make any kind of good income. I was like, what's the point? Okay. Multi-level marketing, hey, I did it too, a lot. I will go and call all my friends and family until I have no more friends and family. That very much multi-level marketing or stock people in the mall or a bookstore, right? I done all that too. Okay. And I was not making anything. Okay. And even if the people that were like platinum, diamond level with thousands of people, it's an overtime job trying to keep pumping the group all the time. It's literally overtime job. I was like, that's not the way to, there's no freedom there. Okay. I've seen the inside of all these things for many, many years. Okay. Day trading, you know, done that too. What's so, hey, that's great and all of that. I would make hundreds of thousands of dollars and then I would lose it all in a couple of days. And that happened several times. I quickly realized that for a retail trader to win is almost impossible because you are competing against professional traders that have hired literally hedge funds of hundreds of the brightest, sharpest people that have teamed up and their single purpose is take money out of the retail trader. So they will let you win some, and then it's like, the sheeple, skinning the sheep, you know, all at once, right? So don't do that to yourself, okay? I literally lost so much money, and I consider myself, like a decent, brain and all of that. So, and I literally did it for like 10 hours a day at one point for the whole year, for many years. So even if you make it, it's like a heart attack waiting to happen, right? Because the market go up and down, you can't control that, okay? You really can't, okay? So anyway, franchise opening a restaurant, man, I wish I could turn back time because I was doing well in this corporate housing and I could just focus on that. Instead, I was talking to opening up a franchise, opening up a restaurant, cost me $400,000, 2 years of my life. And at the end of it, I found out I have a $50,000 a year job managing a bunch of teenager running around, right? Now I love teenager. I have some teenager students in my group that are sons and daughters of you guys. If you guys have kids, bring them in here. I love helping young entrepreneurs. That's different. But it's managing a bunch of kids running around, that is not what I want. Okay. You hear me? And you're not making any money either because traditional business, like all the retail, all the anything to traditional business costs so much overhead. That doesn't make any sense, right? Multifamily, even multifamily, like, hey, I have people who like, oh, I own like 500 units, 1,000 units. Oh yeah, what's your cash flow? 3,000 bucks a month. How's that going to change your life? I don't know, but I invested over $2 million into it. That's my life saving into it. I'm making 3,000 a month. That's great for the syndicator, but how is that gonna do anything for you? If you just make a couple thousand bucks a month after your whole life saving put into it. You see? Or even trying to syndicating big multi-family deal is no joke, guys. Literally no joke. You literally need at least hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash, actually more like $1 million or more, and you need like a full-time mindset, a full-time job. It literally is. And then good luck getting 5, 10 people agree on something, and then managing 50, 100 investors' money, right? And everything goes smoothly. Okay. So it's very risky and it's very just super time consuming, right? You tell me, even getting 2 people agree on something is hard, much less 5, 10 people into a big deal like multifamily. Or being a realtor, traditional real estate, working nights and weekend. I mean, who wouldn't want to work nights and weekend the rest of their life? Okay. So anyway, I was frustrated, I was burned out, and I was trapped. Who knew frustrated and burned out and trapped? Okay. Because I was working 60 hours a week. I was working full time plus trying to do a business part time. Lost, I was miserable and I was rock bottom. But that's when I met somebody that gave me an epiphany, and I thank that person to this day, is you don't have to rent the home to make money from it. What if back then, you know, yeah, I mean, it's like an amazing concept because for the first time, I realized that, hey, does Airbnb even own any properties? Put down in the chat, guys. Does Airbnb even own any properties? No, right? Does Uber own any cars? No. And yet they become the biggest company in their industry. Why? Because they understand how to leverage other people property. You hear me? That's the most important thing. You got to understand how to leverage other people property, leverage other people anything. That's how you're able to win. Okay. So what if you can leverage OPP, write that down, OPP, other people property that take them their entire life to acquire, save the money, rehabbing it, do all of that to get you, boom, your their property, and you can make money from it. Like Candy is making as much money as the property owner profit wise, right? And she didn't have to put in hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy the property, to rehab it. You see what I'm saying? So you can do that very fast. Literally, you can do that one a month, or be like one of my students does like four in 1 month and get freedom rest of your life. Okay. Anyway, so book a free call with us if you haven't already. There you go. The old motto is change your time for money, which is the worst trade in the world, right? Because you're trading your time, which is what life make out of, for money, for dollar. Okay. So even you make big dollar like lawyer, doctor, they don't have any time. They don't have any, if you don't have any time, you don't have any life. You don't have any life, you don't have time, you don't have any relationship. You see what I'm saying? And then they told us to put money into a safe place. Maybe 50 years from now, we can actually retire and actually that money is still there and we can actually enjoy it. Anybody in here see any issues with that? Right? You see, have you ever wondered why the one that actually get rich from, like, do you even know anybody that this plan work for? They actually retire like a millionaire and actually able to enjoy their money. Even if they do retire like a millionaire, by that time they're like 70 years old, they can't even travel nowhere. I don't want that lifestyle. Do you? Right? Have you ever wondered why all these hedge funds manager are driving around Ferrari, eating caviar and helicopterized in their 20s and 30s, and while you were slaving away, put money into another hedge fund, put money into the 401k, put money into the IRA and all this stuff. They're giving you like literally crumbs. Okay, so you make 10%. Okay, that's great. Do you know how much you need to make the 10K a month at 10%? You need to invest $2.5 million to make $10,000 a month. How many in here at your current saving rate, you don't have to answer me this, can save $2.5 million in the next 5, 10 years? Okay. From what I know, nobody. Even I was a doctor and I couldn't even save up $2.5 million in 20 years, much less, you know, exactly, right? So iPhone, thank you for being honest. If you can, rename yourself, I would love to know your name. That'd be great. All right, the new models, take a screenshot of this and share this, because this is what make the mindset happen. Is you want to have an equitable, scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money in your sleep. And then you want to reinvest into your business and have the holy grail. What's the holy grail of financial freedom, guys? Anybody? Is it your house? Is it your business, your real estate? What is the holy grail of financial freedom? Dividends, okay? That's a good point. Yeah, dividends from multiple sources of income. However, to get dividends, you need to invest a lot of money, like $2.5 million to make 10,000 a month. May I suggest a much better way? Is you want to have multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. Okay, question. If your income is depending on your one job right now, which most of you I would is, right? All right, put down in the chat, okay? For example, if that income is dried up or something happened, knock on wood, you lose your job, you lose your license, the government shut down, they're not paying for literally months, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna take care of your family? Right? Really think about these things, guys. It's about time to wake up. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to potentially put on my mentor hat for you this hour to help you wake up. Okay. If your income is depending on just one income, it's a very dangerous place you are in. You got to have a sense of urgency and create multiple sources of income for your safety, for your family safety in this economy. Okay. I tell you, as you know, you see it all around you, right? Oh, it won't never happen to me. Look how much even government employees are not safe anymore. Military, they don't even pay. There's no more job security, guys. Wake up. I hope this will wake you up. Okay. So imagine instead of that and always be stressed out, living paycheck to paycheck, or losing your job and then, oh man, shoot, what the heck? And lose everything you ever have. That happened. I even talked to one of my followers who've been following me for years, and she didn't take any action, you know, and she makes $200,000 a year. She's comfortable. She got a big house. She got a title, executive, whatever, right? So she thought she's good. You know what? Boom. She got health issues because she's too stressful with her job. God bless her. But now she had to lose her job. She had to lose her house now. And she worked so hard for all her life. And now she doesn't even have, like, she's so depressed. She's shaking all the time. And like, pray for her. But I'm like, man, if you just years, you've been following for years now, why didn't you take action? Right? If she would take action a few years ago, she would have been one of my success story and be free and travel around the world and have fun, take care of their kids, right? So that's why it's my responsibility. It would be a disservice for you if I'm just going here all like, oh yeah, everything is nice, everything is great, keep doing what you're doing. No, guys, you are here for a reason. There is a problem in your life. There is a challenge in your life, whatever you want to face it. But the sooner you face it and take care of it, the less it's gonna fester, the less it's gonna bleed, right? And isn't it about time for you to get multiple source of income, set your life up, set your family up once and for all, and stop making excuses, stop procrastinating, stop doing all the stupid stuff that people do. And I'm preaching to myself. I've done all of it before. Okay. So but this business is the best vehicle for you to get multiple source of income backed up by real estate, and not just any multiple source of income. Okay, it's got to be backed up by real estate. That's what I learned from all these billionaires, is they all have multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. And the best way and the fastest way to challenge with traditional real estate takes forever for you to buy a house. Right? How long it takes you to buy a house? Your entire life savings, usually, right? And then even you rent it out, you're making a few $100 a month. Okay, great. After mortgage and everything, you're making $300 a month. That's what I did. Do the math. It took me 5, 10 years to save up to buy one house. If you keep doing that, how long it takes you to get 10K a month? 30 houses. 5 years to buy one. Even I give it 5 years, like the shortest amount. That's 150 years. Who would want to wait 150 years? You see? Wouldn't it be better? You can just leverage other people's property. Like Candy, 3 months in, she got 2 deals, you know, that she don't even own and she make money off of. Or like Desi, literally 3 months in, she got 6 deals and now double her income is a nurse, working a few hours a week instead of 50 hours a week, busting her butt and breaking her back, right? That's freedom. You got me? So take a screenshot of this, put this somewhere on the wall, share this. This is all you need to focus on. The hallway is on your own. If you don't do like if you try and do this on your own, it's like super hard because like me, I did it. I had to do it the hallway 15 years ago. 20 years in real estate, 15 years in Airbnb, you know, and then 10 years in corporate housing. That's my track record. Okay. But 15 years ago, I had to figure out everything else because there was no YouTube back then. There was no community, there was no mentorship. So I had to literally close down more than 10 of these Airbnbs lost thousands of hours. But the good thing is I can save you from these nightmares. You don't have to repeat what I know. Because I had no mentor, no support group, no help with all the little stuff that come with this. Okay. Even with that, as figure out I scaled to 20 something corporate housing and the rest in history. Why is this different? This is not just the traditional Airbnb that you know about. It's corporate insurance housing. They stay for months instead of days. So the average length of stay is 3 to 6 months. So therefore, it's 30 times longer than regular Airbnb. So therefore, your workload is 30 times less. Does that make sense? And then you make 2 times market rent while minimize management, 10 times less management, 10 times more freedom. Makes sense? 10 times less risk and headache because it's a business to business versus business to consumer. You got me? Because we're dealing with companies, not individual. We're dealing with insurance companies that have trillions of dollars that are individual, right? Because you're sick and tired of just regular tenant trash your place or can't pay rent or making up 100 different excuses, right? Or would you rather have a business company that just cut you wire check every month? It's like guaranteed income. Okay. Why? Because they have more to lose. They have millions of dollars in reserve, sometimes $1 billion company, like insurance company. They're not going to play around with some 20, $30,000 rent. You know what I'm saying? They have more to lose. Does that make sense? So who is your ideal client is a big question when you do any kind of business. So that question changed everything for me because before that, I was doing long-term rental and I had deal with all this stuff with long-term rental, like, people not paying eviction, trashing the place so they don't take care of it. And I switched to short-term rental and I was like, hallelujah, I make a lot of money. But then I work my butt off because they check in an hour every few days. And then the vacationer also trash the place, right? They bring like 20 other guests instead of just one, right? And then everything is an emergency because they're on vacation for 3 days and they have to take care of the in-laws, God bless the in-laws, right? So it's like everything's an emergency. So I was on the call like 24/7, if you like, dancing monkey. And every few days they check out, check in, and I had 20 something of these Airbnbs, guys. Imagine, Candy friend has one and she burned out. Right? So I asked myself, hey, what is the best? Who is my ideal client? That one question, I changed everything to corporate housing, insurance housing. My life changed forever. Okay. And since then, we've been 10 years in, hundreds of clients, hundreds of deals nationwide, help hundreds of people get success, won multiple awards for a lot of billionaire stage. Right. So I have something to share. I have something that is too good not to share. I will be a disservice. I will be too selfish for me. I remember like yesterday, 2 days, after I got my freedom at literally, you know, working this business just a few years and figured out my own. I got my freedom at 33. And the first year I had to pinch myself because I can wake up whenever I want, do whatever I want to do, travel, do whatever I want to do, retire my parents. I was like, this is real? Unplugged from the matrix. And then I was like, oh yeah, this is real. Second year is when I realized it's actually real. And then I asked him, God, like, hey, God, like, what do I need to do next? Because, I got everything I wanted. Take care of my family. We're all good and everything. So God told me, I remember like it's yesterday, it's like on a beach. And I was like, he told me, Chau, it's not about you anymore. It's not about your family anymore. It's about you sharing this and help as many people as you can. Okay, because you have with freedom come responsibility, right? So, and that is when I share my story and went viral on social media and have hundreds of thousands of followers by now, and help so many people. So I'm so grateful for that. And thank you for you guys. All you guys follow me for a while here, and I'm very, very grateful for you. Okay. Um, but anyway, so why back to this? Why is this different? Because much less headaches, guys. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. And then insurance families who go through a disaster and they were able to provide them a home away from home, they are very grateful, right? Then they're not gonna worry about the little stuff if we messed up here and there. They're very grateful they have a home because nobody want to be stuck in a hotel for 3 months, 4 months with little kids running around and their dogs and pets, right? Nobody want to do that, but they would love to have a home, right? That's why this is different versus the vacation rental, who expect everything to be perfect, and they have a lot of pressure on them because of all the families and everything. And I understand, right? So you don't have to deal with that stress. No more stress. Peace with this. I love it. Okay. And then you escape a lot of regulations and tax exempt. So disclaimer, this is not financial legal advice. Okay. But for those of you who are in like New York, Miami, downtown area, you have a lot of regulations, right? And they crack down on short-term rentals. So one of the comment I saw earlier, they can't even do short-term rental anymore. Exactly. I've been telling people this for many years. I see it coming, right? Because the hotel don't want you to win. The government is tax you as much as they can to do the hotel tax if you do short term, 15% of revenue, which is like 30% of your profit, 40% of your profit go to them. Well, guess what? If your stay is over 30 days, it's actually not qualified as short-term rental. Do you know that? You can actually escape a lot of those taxes. It's not a hotel, you see? So you escape a lot of that tax exempt and a lot of that regulation. HOA won't allow to do it. Well, guess what? If it's 30 days or more, if it's corporate housing, most HOA will allow this, and it can still happen. It's been happening for decades now. Just most people don't know about this. As far as I know, I was the first one who really shared this out in the public, and my colleagues were like, "Why are you sharing this?" I was like, "I want to help more people succeed. I come from nothing. I want to help the common people, right? It's not just about, gray and the competition scarcity mindset is that's not about abundance mindset, okay? The more I help people win, the more I'm going to win. I truly believe in that, okay? So I could have helped, hold this to myself. Oh, I want more competition, want no people know about it, blah, blah, blah. Well, you think about that scarcity, you're going to attract more scarcity. But I think abundance, I'm helping people. That's why we build community now. And because of our community, we can do much bigger, better things together. For example, instantly, once you join the community, like Handy, now she has partner, not just in her local California area, she has partners in Texas, in New York, in Florida, Atlanta, Colorado, all over the nation. She can literally like have leads flow from them, and she can actually, once she had the corporate clients and she couldn't host them, call one to partner up, find a deal. Let's say she's in California, and she like you. Let's say you're in California, but you have a corporate clients that want to do deals in Texas. Well, guess what? Once you're part of the community, call one of my people up in Texas, and then you'll split the profit and you get passive income from that. Let the Texas people do the deals and all of that. You see the difference? That's why when you have an abundance mentality, you build a community, we all win together because it's an ecosystem. It's not an empire. I love ecosystem much better than empire. Okay. Empire, oh, I dominate you guys. I'm whatever king. No, no. I like ecosystem. I win, you win. You win, I win. Everybody win together and everywhere flow together. Make sense? That's why we build this community for a reason, right? And anyway, the process, and then we don't just accept anybody as well. We want to make sure it's a good fit for us. So there is an application process and three things to look for. Number one is being coachable. If you're not coachable, I can't help you. Number two, you gotta have good attitude, no negativity allowed in the community. Okay, pretty simple, right? Number three, you gotta be a giver, not just a taker. You know, so everybody help everybody in our community. Within 15 years old to 80 years old, we have truck driver helping doctor, we have lawyer helping single mom. That's what I like. You get me? So for those of you, this sounds like somebody, a community you want to be a part of, and a mentorship you want to be a part of, the link to apply is the link in the chat is the call. Okay. So again, the only offer I'm offering you guys is my 1 hour free consultation worth over $3,000. Okay. Because of the Thanksgiving holidays. I usually charge for that, but I'm not this time. So take advantage of it. Okay. So apply. Click on the link there and move forward. Other than that, there's no sale, nothing out there today. I'm gonna share with you as much as I can. Okay. So I'm gonna move forward with faster speed now. Short term, anything less than 30 days. Mid-term, corporate housing, anything longer than 30 days. Short term, vacation rental, pretty much. People tend and trash the place. Midterm, corporate housing, insurance, professional. They're not going to do anything to jeopardize their job, so they're not going to lose their job over something stupid. So they're not going to do anything stupid, basically. Okay. Short term, the management is insane, right? Insane. Okay. Midterm, way less management. Okay. Once every few months. So we did a cost saving analysis for if you just switch your short term to midterm, you will save about $500 to sometimes $1,000 a month in cleaning and supplies and management costs, right? Just think about it. Yeah, you make more, a little bit more with the short term per night, but they usually only book weekends. So half the month you are, you know, done, right? Half the month you don't even have anybody. But midterm, they book for 3 months to 6 months. So it's continuous, and you only need to be cleaning every 3 months to 6 months. You see? So, and then supplies. For every time that people check in and out, supply is crazy. So much money, right? But with us, with the midterm, you don't have to do any supplies for them. They literally buy all the supplies after that, you know? Exactly. Less headache, more profit. Somebody paying attention. Good job. Okay. So why do we do arbitrage, which is rent to rent versus owning? Because you need a lot of money to buy the house. Instead of doing one house that you buy, guys, and a lot of people I know are doing fix and flip and all of that, and they're not selling. They're sitting ducks on the market now, waiting for months, and then they have to rent it. Okay. So for one house that you buy, you can do 10 of these arbitrage, rent to rent. Question, for the same amount of money, do you want to just have one house make you money or 10 houses make you money? Which one? Put down in the chat. It's not a trick question. Okay. Same amount of investment. Okay. And then for the same amount of investment, you want to put all your eggs in one basket, one house. And if it's a bad deal, you pretty much screw. That's your life saving. Or you want to invest in 10 different houses, 10 different markets. And by the way, here's the thing that most people don't understand. Did y'all buy investment houses before? You know, right? Do you buy in A neighborhood, A property, or is it more like B neighborhood, B property, or C neighborhood, C the property? Most of the time it's B or C neighborhood, B or C property. Why? Because it wouldn't make sense that you buy a brand new, nicest home, A plus everything, renovate everything, and then you rent it out. It doesn't make any sense. You actually lose money, right? So let somebody else take that hit. You see what I'm saying? But when you rent, the difference between buying an A or B property could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. But the difference between renting a B versus an A property is only a few $100s. Anybody can afford a few $100 a month, and you can have A plus property, A plus neighborhood, and you pass that cost on to the consumer anyway because you're going to rent out to corporate clients even more. Does that make sense? That's incredible, like like gem I just dropped for you. Does that make sense? Incredible. And then you take it a step further. You want to do this on steroid? How would you like to learn how to have zero money down? You don't even have to pay for rent, and you still make money like Candy just did. Those two deals that she did, she simply partner up with the landlord who already have the property. She provide her services by connecting our corporate clients to them, and then she make 20% of revenue, which is about 40% of profit, which is about what the owner usually make anyway. So she didn't have to buy the property. She didn't have to rehab it. She didn't have to put in the whole life saving to qualify. She didn't have to, buy the furniture, all of that. And she's making about as much as the property owner. Is that crazy? Why? Because she invested in herself. She got the knowledge that we have. She got the right mentor that I coach her every day. And she got the right community that help her. And she got the right connections now, right? That would have taken her literally 10, 20 years to get, right? But it's about leverage, not just the property, it's leverage our knowledge, our connections, and our community. That's key. You want to buy back your time, guys? The quickest way is to mimic, model, master, and multiply. But you can't multiply before you mimic, model, the master, right? And that's what I learned from all, like Tony Robbins. He got a black belt in 6 months, unheard of. Why? Because he learned from the grandmaster, and he had the right community to take massive action, make it happen. Boom. You see, same thing with everything. Good job, Mike. Yes. Mimic, model, master, multiply. That's the key. Arbitrage, financial freedom formula. This is what they don't teach us in school that I wish I learned. This is exactly what I done to get financial freedom. This is exactly what I teach my students to do to get financial freedom. So pay close attention. Month one, you just do one property. How many in here without help, with everything that we show you, are confident that you can do at least one deal within 1 month with us? Make 2K a month passively. Month two, you do two more deals, now you're 6K a month. Month three, you do two more deals, now you're 10K a month. In 3 months, imagine you guys making 10K a month, don't have to worry about financial problem the rest of your life. 3 months. Is that crazy? Do you know how long it took me to make 10K a month as a doctor? 8 years of school. 8 years of school, 400K in. Living out of a ramen noodle, studying 60 hours a week, praying that I pass the test. If I don't pass, I don't make the money. My starting salary was about 10K a month as a doctor. Think about that. After taxes, after school loan, I was making like 6K a month, barely paycheck to paycheck, surviving. Okay. Now this is a business. You have tax write-off. You don't have to pay that much in taxes. Again, this claim is not facts, tax and financial advice. I'm just throwing it out there. If you're a W-2, you don't have a business, you're paying way too much in taxes, and it's about time for you to start a business that has the most tax write-off. And my understanding is, I could be wrong, but my understanding is real estate, you have the most tax write-off because everywhere you go is real estate. You get me? We went to Costa Rica. We look at some houses, that's real estate. We went to Paris. We look at some of the market there. That's looking at real estate. Everywhere you go is real estate. You got me? So that's why they have the most tax write-off, right? There you go. That's a hint. All right. So, I mean, literally just the tax write-off alone is worth the investment in yourself for most people, okay? That they don't even know what's going on. All right. So, and then if 10K is not enough, you do two a month by month six, now you can really have freedom. It's when you hit about 20 something K a month. So imagine for a moment, you're making 20 something K a month every single month coming in and out, whether you like it or not, whether you work or not, whether you even like do anything or not. Okay. Like, okay, so the most you work is maybe 4 hours a week. That's it. The most you ever work with this business, once you have like a few properties. What you do now, after 5 properties, you hire a manager, manage everything for you. So here's what my days usually look like. My manager call me if there's an issue. If there's no issue, just keep on doing it and making the money. We're all good. But once in a while, maybe once every couple of days, I get a call. Like the other day, I got a call and say, "Hey, there's some issue with this house like this. I'm gonna hire the handyman to fix it. Are you approve it?" Yes, I approve. Okay, I'm gonna get this done, and the houses are all booked. One is coming up here. Can I, do something with that to get it booked? What do you think about this client? That's it. Literally that, like literally it took me 10 minutes. And that was my work day. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that for you. And then I'm literally over here like, in my shorts most of the time, my swim trunks, about to go to the beach or something, right? And I'm talking on my phone. You don't have to be like, you don't have to be anywhere. You can literally, I was in Costa Rica I was in Santorini in Paris managing this literally for my, you know, the key to get leverage other people, get a manager. Hello, get a team. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's not that hard once you know what we know, right? And then they can manage everything for you. So 6 months, imagine 6 months, you have 11 property, make you 20 something thousand a month. Now you have true freedom, right? True freedom. What will you do with 20 something thousand a month, every single month coming in and out? What will you do for your family? Put down the chat, guys. Be active. What will you do? Okay. Imagine, you know, and now the most important part is how many sources of income do you have now? You just have not just one. Now you have more than 10 sources of income. These houses are each source of income. You got me? So instead of losing your job and freak out, government shut down, not paying, freak you out, foreclosure, all of that. Now, if you have one house burned down, not making the income, okay, you're not making 20,000 a month. I'm sorry, Michelle, but you're making 18K a month. Is that okay? Is that okay? You see what I'm saying? Of course it's okay. Right, Joyce? Right? Right, Cheryl? Okay. You see what I'm saying? And how fast can you get another one going, Margaret? How fast? How fast can you get another one going, Jenny, Jerry, Janta? Huh? This fast, once you know what we know. You got me? Josephine? Nancy? Okay. I see you. This is real Dr. Chau, guys. It's not Dr. Chau AI. So get ready. Okay. Y'all have questions, pop down the chat. I'm here for you. I'm real. Okay. But anyway, take a screenshot of this. Change your life forever. This is all you need to focus on. You can really focus for the next 3 to 6 months with us. You're gonna change your life for the rest of your life, guys. Literally. Literally, that's all it needs to take. How many here are committed to your goals, your dream, your family, to make this new year the best new year ever, once and for all? You ready for 2026? Who's here ready for 2026? Huh? Okay. Come on, guys. All right. Okay. Isn't it about time for you to take action? Make the money, set up the property how many times? Once. How often you get paid for it? I mean, some properties I'm making money off of for 10 years now, guys. 10 years that I don't even own. And then for the past even like 4 years, I haven't even seen the inside of it because I have my team running it for me. You got me? It's true freedom. Do you understand that? I probably don't. The best way to explain it is watch the Matrix. You literally unplug and you can be free and do like all these amazing things. That's what freedom feel like. Okay. All right. Are you buying the property, getting with the insurance company to manage their corporate property? No, we don't buy the property. You can do this two-way. One, you can rent the property and then rent it out to company for double the market rent. Or you can manage somebody else's property or consult with somebody else's property and make 20% about. Does that make sense? It's very simple, guys. Don't complicate it. You can either arbitrage, which is rent to rent, or you can co-host or manage or consult somebody else's property for a percentage, right? So it's a win-win for everybody. Make sense? And the difference between this and a job or any kind of self-employed business is you do the work one time and then you get paid for many, many years to come, and you have multiple sources of income. That's how you get true freedom. Make money in your sleep too, because you can have other businesses make you money, but you got to trade 10, 20 hours a week. You can only have two businesses, okay? each of these houses only take like an hour a month. And once you have a manager, it take more like a few minutes a month. Make sense? You see, so you can scale very, very quickly. So the 4 hour work week is real. Make sense? How many in here willing to work 4 to 8 hours a week and make six-figure passively? Okay, with all the freedom around the world. Okay, so do they not already have the manager for the property? No, they don't. Or do they do? They suck. Would they not require you to have property management experience? Well, that's where you come in with us. When you're with us, you can say ethically, hey, we are part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have managed hundreds of properties nationwide. Here's our portfolio. Here's our website. Here's our hundreds of blah, blah, blah. You see, you leverage our experience. That's the key. Great question, right? Because if you try to do this yourself and they ask you, hey, Michelle, I like you, but how many of these have you done? You know, you got to tell them the truth, right? Christine, how many of these have you done? Layla, Danny, Donna, when you tell them, oh, it's my first one, what do you think they're gonna say? Jerry, what do you think they're gonna say? I like you, but hey, let's hang out, have a beer, but I'm not gonna give you my property, right? Usually, you know. But with us, you say, hey, we are part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have done hundreds of these deals. Here's our properties. Here's our website. We're not just in Louisiana. We're not just in Texas. We're not in Florida. We everywhere nationwide. So if you have a property, if you have a corporate project, contact us. Boom. We have over 20 years combined experience. You see, that is why we took somebody like Candy who have no experience, no business experience, just a working two-job single mom to do two deals within 3 months and about replacing income. Is that crazy? That's amazing, right? Anyway, book free call with us. All right, we talk about this corporate arbitrage. We know about okay, fourth step, find the right location. The fast method. A, ask to sublease, set up to stand now. S, tap into the corporate client. That's it. Four steps to success. Location, myth. I don't know where to find a deal. There's so many, you got to do a ton of research. You got to buy, you love all these like short-term rental, oh, you got their Airbnb, Price Lab, all that stuff. You literally have to pay like $1,000 in subscription a month just to figure out what to do. You don't have to do any of that with us, okay? Because I tell you the secret right now. The key secret right now is called the three H's: highways, hospitals, and hotels. Highways, hospital, and hotels. When two highway intersect, guys, money flow, energy flow, attention flow, money flow. Have you ever noticed where two highway intersect, you have hotels and hospitals surrounding that highways because they know what's up, right? They already a multi-billion-dollar company and they've done the research. So if they've done the research, why do you need to do more research, Margaret? You know, you don't. All right. So yes, the group provide a lot of contacts, and also we have connections with. We literally test thousands of companies for the past 10 years. Okay. So we have our trade secret list for our members only that give them the connection to corporate clients database that we have. Okay. Anyway, why would landlord give you their property? You know, because they don't know how to do it. Number one, they get burned out. They report. And three, we have corporate clients, right? We have corporate clients and we have experience. That's the key. And we're going to take care of the property like it's their own, like it's our own, right? That's the key. Okay. So this we have literally our partners, our student nationwide in almost every major state, every major city in America and growing. Okay. That's the key too. And set up to stand out. Setting up the property is too much work. Blah, blah, that's a myth. Okay. It is work in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. It is some work, but you set up one time and you make money forever. Okay. Makes sense? It's a lot better than working 40, 50 hours a week. For how many in here work a job for 40, 50 hours a week over the last 5 to 10 years now? Right? Exactly. Okay. You want to continue to do that? How many in here would rather just do set up one property, maybe take 10 hours to set it up, and then make 2,000 a month from that for the rest of your life, pretty much, right? And you do that, you do 2 a month, 3 month in, you have 10K a month. 3 month in, you have at least 5 property, make you 10K a month. That's it. 6 month in, you have 10 property, make you 20K a month. You're done the rest of your life. Make sense? All right, time to the corporate clients. Okay, all right, corporate, the formula. Let's get down to the nitty and gritty. Okay, low, low, low. Is it loading? Is it? Yeah. Why is it all bloody? Come on now. Maybe 6 times the low. All right. All right. Formula for corporate housing. First arbitrage, which is rent to rent. First month rent, first month deposit, about 5 to 7K initial expense. You can buy the furniture 7 to 9K if you know what we know. Otherwise, it will be double that. So we save a bunch of money on your furniture. Or you can rent the furniture. You can charge 2 times the rent plus or minus utilities, and then you get 200 100% return. All about double your money. What I mean by that? So the total investment for arbitrage deal is 10 to 15K. You make 2 to 3K a month. So 6 months, you make your money back. Within your first year, you double your money. First year, double your money. What kind of return is that? 100% return, guys, 100%. You hear me? Versus traditional real estate, for you, in order to buy the deal, you need like, let's say 100K to put down and another 100K to do the rehab. That's 200K. Instead, so you need at least 100K to 200K if you do traditional real estate. With this, you only need 10 to 15K. You see, a tenth of what you need with traditional real estate. That makes sense? So you can get there 10 times faster. That makes sense? And then you don't have to wait, you know, rehabbing and buying the property and qualify for the loan. All of that take at least 6 months to a year. This, you can get into a deal already done. You get me? How fast? You can literally get into it tomorrow if you want. Some of you can take the action tonight, find a deal, close it, and get it done and start making money. Start making passive income. Literally within a week. That's what I want for you guys. If you want 10 to 15K a month, all you need 5 property, making you 2K, 3K a month. That's it. Done. How many here 10 to 15K a month can literally retire you for the rest of your life? That's it, guys. And then co-hosting. Initial expense. You're gonna love this. How many here like zero money down strategy? I'm about to drop the best strategy on earth for you right now. Okay? How would you like to make 6 figures without any money down? Okay? With co-hosting or consulting or managing, you don't have to put any money down. The landlord will pay for the furniture if you know how to communicate, how to craft the message to a landlord that it's actually much more beneficial for them because we have great triple, quadruple cash flow with corporate clients instead of their traditional returns, right? And then you can even rent the furniture, whatever. Okay. A lot of landlords are already frustrated and burnt out. The quickest way, you want to know the secret, the quickest way, I don't know if I should share this, okay? This is high level stuff that literally can get you there like this fast. Okay, I'll show you the secret, okay? Don't tell anybody, okay? You contact the Airbnb frustrated vacation rental owner who already have the home set up and voila, beautiful, but they don't know what they're doing and they're working for free and they're burnt out cleaning the Airbnbs themselves, right? And you ask them, hey, how would you like to get corporate clients, insurance clients? I have the connections, but I have the know-how. We have the track record. What do you think they're going to say? So, and I'll manage it for you too. You don't have to do any of this. And guess what? Instead of you making no money, now you can make at least $1,000 a month. $2,000 a month even. What do you think they're gonna say? Hello, right? It's a no-brainer, right? That was easy. I have a little easy button. Why does life have to be hard, guys? Okay. Anyway. So, you know, right? Wasn't that easy? I mean, if you put yourself in the shoes of those landlord, how many of you would at least give it a shot for a few months, right? All you ask for is a shot for a few months, and then after 3 months, they see what you can do for them, and then, oh, hey, my brother and sister have property, boom. So after your first 3 deals, guys, everything will come from referral if you become their best and last tenants they will ever have. That's the key I want to teach you guys, in our community. Okay. So what if you have cash in hand? Are you saying don't buy? Absolutely. Don't buy right now. Why would you buy a house for, let's say you have 100K to put down, then you got to rehab it, then you got to wait for 6 months to a year. With that same 100K, Jerry, you can do 10 of these arbitrage, and you can do like 100 of these co-hosting. Question for your 100K, Jerry, you want to have one house or you want to have 10 houses that make you money? It's not a trick question, Jerry. You want to have 10 houses, make you money, make you 20,000 a month, or you want to have one house, make you 2,000 a month? Which one you want to do? With the same amount of investment. You got me? That is arbitrage. Now, yeah, arbitrage, you invest, you make more than co-hosting though. You gotta be clear. You make 2 to 3K a month, but you are risking a little bit, not that much. But why would you risk it all on buying the house? And if it doesn't work out, you lose your whole, like a lot of money, like at least 100K, 200K these days, you know? Versus here, what's the worst case scenario, guys? You want to know the risk? The worst case, if it doesn't work out, and it's very rarely does without help, it's like maybe one in a blue moon. But if it does, all you gotta do is say, hey, keep my deposit. It's 1 month rent. So maximum risk 5 to 10K. What's your reward? 50, 100K that you're gonna be making for the next few years. So you gotta look at risk to reward ratio. That's the other big thing I learned from these billionaires. They don't just look at how much money or they make. They look at risk to reward ratio. If you do a fix and flip, if you do a buy a property, you put 100K in, Jerry, and you make 100K, that's a 1-to-1 ratio. Does that make sense? A 1-to-1 ratio. So question, if you risk 100K to make 100K, what percentage you need to be right to not lose that 100K? You need to be right 100% of the time. Because if you lose one deal, Jerry, that could be 100K, right? How many 100K can you lose? You see what I'm saying? If you lose here, you only lose a few $1,000. The furniture is still yours. You can move to another house. Does that make sense? You only lose a few $1,000. How many in here can afford a few $1,000 risk to change your life? Because I'm not gonna tell you everything is like perfect, okay? There is some risk involved. That's life, you know? And like my great Jim Rohn would say, in life, don't wish for safety and security, wish for a life of adventure and fun, right? No risk, no reward, guys. Okay. But take calculated risk. Take as long as you're asymmetrical risk to reward. For example, you risk 5K to 10K to make 50K, 100K. That's a 10-to-1 ratio. You only need to be right 1 out of 10 times to make money. Does that make sense, Cheryl? Joyce? You with me? How many can be right 1 out of 10 times? How many in here with confidently can say without help, you can be right at least 1 out of 10 times? Okay. Our track record, we are right about 90% of the time, 90 something, 95% of the time. Okay. That's, that's ridiculous. So what you gotta lose except for fear, limiting belief, and doubt. Okay. That's the only thing people hold people back. Now, if you like so risk averse, you can do the co-hosting. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, hey, I'm gonna give you my commission. Whatever I make, you have it, okay? Sorry, but if it doesn't work out, you're not really losing anything. You see what I'm saying? There's no risk. Literally, with co-hosting and consulting or management. You understand what I'm saying? And so your return is like infinite because you're not risking any money and you're making $1,000 a month on average. Hello, what are you waiting for now, right? Make sense? So anyway, so I know there's a lot of like a lot of uh a lot of detail and all of that. And for each property, everything is different. I know we're running short on time. So for those of you who want to have more one-on-one consult, individualized, book a link on the chat right now. Pretty much last call. We got like 15 minutes left. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay. So, okay, exactly. So that sounds awesome. Mimic model master supply. All right. My one mission. Why am I doing all of this? Because it's more than just me and my money, okay? It's about helping 1 million families get financial freedom because I remember what it's like to grow up with absolutely nothing. I remember what it's like to did sacrifice everything I thought I made to become a doctor to know that it's all corporate slavery. You're with me? It's like modern slavery here with corporate America, guys. I want to change that. You got me? Okay. And then I remember what it's like to literally be stressed out every single day, pass out in the car driving back to work, and still gotta get up the next day and drive an hour to work and put a smile on my face and say everything is fine and bullshitting myself. Okay? Time to change that once and for all, okay? That's why I want to help 1 million families get financial freedom, break generational curses, and build generational wealth. That's where true fulfillment come in. It's not the money, guys. It's contribution and growth and legacy. Now, make sense? How many here want to be one of those families and change the trajectory of your family lineage forever and ever? Because you set them up right. And not just with the money, with not these trust fund kids. No, it's about the mindset, the knowledge, understanding. That's why I give scholarship to all my student children, so therefore they can come and learn. That's the real legacy. Is the knowledge, is the mindset, is the connection, is the relationship, the community. Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, book a call and we see how it goes. All right. We don't just accept anybody as well. We got to make sure it's a good fit for us as well. So that's why we keep it a close-knit community and make sure everybody trusts everybody. So there is a qualification process. And there are 3 things to look for: being coachable, have a good positive attitude, and be a giver. Those are the main things. Okay. All right. 3 phases of this: market analysis, how to scale, and then how to get corporate clients. If all this did to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it to learn this? You can answer that yourself. For me, absolutely. Okay. Took me 8 years to learn the skill set to become a doctor. How long it take for you to learn the skill set that you learn in your job? Okay. If all this did to give you the skill set to earn 6 figures within the next 6 months, would be worth it. Absolutely, right? Yeah. And hang on, guys. I'm not done. Okay. I'm not done. I'm going to open up for those who want me to analyze the deal and property for you right now. I told you, the longer you stay, the better you're going to get. So if for those people who drop off just now, they luck out. They lost out. Okay. Because I'm going to analyze your property for you right now after this. So if all this did to give you the time with your loved one and really live life of passion, purpose, will be worth it. You know, this is my smoking hot wife, right? She really is. Okay. I don't know how I got her. I'm really like lucky, whatever. Anyway, so supermodel, literally, nurse, 15 years, missionary. I can brag on and on, but this is my wife. Okay. I want her to have the most fun, don't worry about a thing, and able to just enjoy life. Okay. Hey, you want to go Paris? Go to Paris. You want to go Bora Bora? We go to Bora Bora next. Okay. How long we gonna stay? However long you like, baby. That's freedom. You got me? Oh, and hey, I wanna just stop by Tulum. Yeah, I heard it's fun while we were in Costa Rica. A friend told me about it. Okay, let's go to Tulum for 2 weeks. You see? That's freedom. Okay? That's true freedom. And you only have one life to live. And life is short enough, guys. Okay, we don't know how long we're gonna have. So isn't it about time for you to make it happen literally in the next 3 to 6 months once and for all and stop making excuses to you and to your family, your loved one, right? So anyway, how much longer are you willing to wait or to waste, you know, just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different result? That's the definition of insanity. So I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to wake you up, okay? And hopefully be your mentor and change your life, okay? That's what I love about mentorship. Because a friend can challenge you, right? A friend, everything is okay. I'll cry on my shoulder, everything's okay. I'm like, no, snap out of it. Let's get to work. Come on, look at Candy. 2 kids, working two-time job, single mom, busting her butt 12 hours a day, and she still show up to this call to inspire you guys. I mean, that's inspiring to me, right? I mean, come on, what a giver. That's why God bless her so much success. In 3 months, she did 2 deals. She on her way to replacing her income this next year, and live a life of freedom. That's inspiring. What's your excuse? That's inspired me. Okay, big time, right? Anyway, so all right, let's look at some deals. Who do you want to have a deal you want to look at, or a market that you want to look at? I'll analyze some deals for you, trying to find some deals right now. I'll show you how you can do this real quick. We got 15 minutes. Come on, move. I can't even say it right. You don't we need to know English. You don't need to have perfect English, okay? Minneapolis, okay. Minneapolis. All right. All right, Dan, let's go. Minneapolis. So you go to Google Map. All you gotta do is Google Map. Okay, Gmap. Go Google Map, and I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna pull up Minneapolis. All right, I'm gonna challenge myself. Within 5 minutes, I'm gonna find you a deal. Within 5 minutes, you ready? Within 5 minutes, I'm gonna find you a deal for Diane here. You ready? You ready for this? Somebody time me. Somebody time me. It's 6:45 right now. 5 minutes. Okay. Minneapolis. All right. Minneapolis. Minneapolis. Come on, come on, come on. Minneapolis. All right, all right, all right. So highways, you gotta look at the highways, where the highways coming in. Boom, boom, boom. There's several major highways connected. Okay. All right, now we're gonna look at hotels. Okay. Where are the clusters of hotels? There's a cluster here in downtown that don't count. There's a cluster over here in the east. Don't do downtown. Do a little bit outside of downtown. Okay. Downtown is just crazy. Okay. So there's north, there's east, there's west. 3 ways. Okay. So hospital. Boom, hospital. Boom, a bunch of them in downtown this area. Okay, I got it. Okay, there's a one over here on the left side. There's one right here. There's one, so more the west side. The east side here, there's this cross intersection of 3 hospital right here. Boom, Highway 380, Highway 35 and 94. That's another cluster. That's could be possible too, right? I'm just looking at overall right now. Now I'm gonna show you guys another H that I only share with my paying members. Okay, you ready for this? Because I want to reward you guys for staying here this late. All right. Healthy grocery store. Okay. Whole Food, Trader Joe's, Sprout. Why? They have money. People have money. They shop in Whole Food. That's pretty much tell them there's a good neighborhood. All right. So boom. That's the secret right there. Boom. There's several of them, but the most amount of them is here, right here. You want to be right here. Okay. So this is what you want to focus on. This is where the hospital is, this is where the hotel is, boom. This circle right here, you see that in? Circle. So what are you gonna do? You circle this area, okay? Just northeast of your airport here. Then you go to Zulu. You go to Zulu, and boom, you want to look at Minneapolis. 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 I don't even know how to spell it. There you go. All right. So Minneapolis, you're looking at 3 bedroom, 2 bath, or even 4 bedroom, 2 bath is even better. Okay. But standard three, remove boundary, click on remove boundary. What are you looking for? Single family home. No apartment, no townhouse, entire place. Now, if you have condo or apartment, that's okay. You can still use this. But if you're going to expand your business, why not do the bigger property with better, backyard and everything and make it happen, right? So anyway, so look how many of them are here. You see? A lot, a ton of them. Okay. So all these are potential right here for you. Okay. Look, look. Look how many deals are out there. Okay. Look how many deals out there. Look. Boom, boom. 6 bedroom, 2 bath. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So you want to have it for property owner, not property manager, because or small property management is okay. Okay. So this one is okay, maybe, maybe, okay. And you don't want to be like too high price. About average rent of the home is fine, okay? So yeah, so like some of these places look pretty decent, okay? So you want to try something that people already like renovated, right? And you want to look for some like bad pictures. It's good because you want to look for a property owner, not management company. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be nice, already done. Okay, so by listing agent is okay too. This one could be it too. So this is a potential deal right here. Okay. This is a potential deal right here, okay? So 5 bedroom, 1.5 bath, okay, good. You see? Um, we did our circles, so you know, over here, over here, right? So boom, okay. There you go. I found like a couple deals already. If you pay close attention, those are some of the potential deal that you can do right there. Contact them and say, hey, you want triple cash flow? You want corporate clients? You want to have a manager manage everything for you? You don't have to worry about a thing. What do you think they're gonna say? No. Boom, listing agent. This is good too. Okay. Listing agent and property owner. There you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Found you a deal within 5 minutes. Actually, 4 minutes. 4 minutes, guys. Woo! That was fun. You wanna have fun? All right. So and I promise other people, Dallas, Danny. All right, Dallas. I love Dallas. I actually lived there for 10 years, one of the best market out there. And I can tell you, I don't even need to do all this. Frisco is the best, okay? Down the Colony is the best, down Carrollton and down Grand Prairie. I just gave my potential competition all the best places. Okay. There you go. Abundance, baby. Let's go. All right. You see right here, Frisco, number one. Got me? The Colony, Carrollton, number two. Grand Prairie is also number two. Those are the three areas you want to focus on for these deals. Those are the best deal for corporate clients. Our houses are always booked out in those areas. Okay. All right. There you go. Merry Christmas. Detroit metro area. Let's go. Detroit. We have students in Detroit that does very well. Okay. Believe it or not, because it's a what do you call it? It's more of a corporate company way. People don't go to Detroit to vacation. Okay. So if you're doing vacation rental in Detroit, it's about time to stop and wake up. Okay. All right. People go there for work. All right. So it's great for corporate housing, actually. So clusters. Okay, hospitals. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There's some cluster highway. Look at the hospital. They are in highway connections. Okay. And then you look at healthy grocery store, healthy grocery store, healthy grocery store, healthy grocery store. Boom. Trader Joe, Whole Food. Uh, those are awesome, right? So the flow here is more north, okay, and northwest. That's the flow of this area of where the best places are to be. So you want to be north and northwest, okay? Clusters. Oh, the one trick for the hotel, do it over $100, okay? Don't want to eliminate the motel, right? Boom. What did I say? I said north, northwest. Look, over $100, very clear for you. Your circle. You see the circle right here, guys? This is where this is where you need to be in Detroit, Jerry. Okay, this area right here. You see my circle? So all you do is you go to Zillow and you find property for rent for that area. Okay? Find property for rent for that area, Detroit. Okay? And then boom, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Not Detroit Lakes, but they have a ton of property there. Okay? You see how easy it is now? Boom. And guess what? All you need is make some phone calls, know how to pitch it right, and you get one yes out of 10, you're doing well. Because all you need is only one yes your first month. Can you get one yes your first month? Right? Can you get two yes your second month? Can you get two yes your third month? And guess what? Congratulations, you just made 10K a month, six-figure income. Welcome to the land of the living, Jerry. Working 4 hour a week, you know? You see what I'm saying? So, boom. Oh, this one is already furnished too. Okay. Sometimes they already furnish, you can just partner up with them. But sometimes they're already doing, Airbnb and all of that, but they don't even property owner. Look at that, Jerry. I found your deal within like 2 minutes. This one, property owner, beautiful home. Check this out. Instead of you putting 100K to buy this, you can rent this for $3,000 with 1 month deposit, another $3,000. So total in everything, maybe, you know, looks like they have furniture too. Even you put in 15K, isn't that a lot better than 100K and then 50K in renovation? You see what I'm saying? And then you have 10 different market. Look how beautiful this place is. It's already done. They already like set everything up for you. All you gotta do is make money from it, add value to it. You see? Boom. Merry Christmas, Jerry. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right, Jerry. All right, Vegas. Yes, that's great. I don't have time to. Sorry, guys. I'm in the last few minutes here. Do you risk rental on your website? Yeah, of course we do. Why don't you check every listing prices and booking? Because we do, but we don't have time to show you guys right now. Okay. We do, but on average, if you do it right, it's about double the market rent. If the location is right and the property is as nice like this, you're gonna get about double the market rent. So this one you can get about 6,500 on average. And then there's pricing strategy and all of that, which I will coach you on and all of that. Adding a website equivalent for midterm, I don't not to my knowledge. There's some that claim that they do, but so far this is the best system that I know of. And every deal is different, so there's more involved. I'm gonna look at every single deal for you and very very like detailed for you as well. If you're part of our mentorship, home are finished and ready to go, do you list them on your site, Dr. Chow? Oh, if you wanna like, well, for our community, we have a website with all of our students that list their property on that site. That way you get more traction too and get more notoriety. And we actually build your website for you. There is a package where we build your logo, your brand, your website, and get it all done for you. So you look professional from day one. And that's why our students get a lot of success. But anyway, for this last few minutes here, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna play a quick highlight, and then I'm gonna do this exercise for you where, it will actually help you. So very important you don't miss out on this for the last few minutes here. So for those of you who haven't already, book a call with us, and we have a ton of hundreds of testimonials. Drop my testimonial link in the chat for my for everybody here, so that way you see how other people are succeeding and go from there. Let's go. Okay.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
About on average 20,000.
20,000 a month.
Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed up $50,000.
Wow.
First time.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to be a pharmacist?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's 20K a month. Let's go.
Started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
All right. How much you be making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
1,000 a month. Yeah.
So peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's
glowing. He got money on
his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business, so I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000
Profit a month, by the way.
a month. I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. So yeah, it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just, getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him and so much like education, because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go.
Yeah, you got it. So if you're 15 years old, a truck driver, and a single mom can do this, why not you? Why not now? What's your excuse, right? Okay, so last thing, let's guide you to a meditation. And we leave this at this. So put your hand on your heart, sit up, straight or relaxed, whatever you want to do, but really, really deep breath. And then now imagine it's a year from now, 6 months from now, even, and you're making 10 to 20K a month passively. Okay. This money coming in every single month because you have now know exactly what to do, because you have to found finally the right mentor, the right community, and now you have 5 to 10 houses making you 10 to 20K a month. Even more, if your dreams are more, put it in there, whatever your dream is. Now you don't have to worry about the bills. You don't have to be stressed out. And you actually look forward for the holidays coming up here, 2026. So you can give gifts to everybody. You don't have to stress out working job for job and paycheck to paycheck. And you don't have to even go to work. You don't have to go to a job. You don't have to deal with all the politics, the corporate politics. You don't have to get up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. You can sleep in. You don't have to be stressed out all the time. You can barely sleep. You can relax now because you have many houses bringing you monthly 6-figure income. And now you're able to do something nice for yourself first. What will you do for yourself? Okay. What will you do for yourself, Michelle? Margaret? What will you do for yourself, William? What will you do for your loved ones, Chanel? Beverly? David? Who else will you help? Imagine your loved one on your dream vacation, whether it is Bora Bora, Paris, Santorini, Bali, and you pay it all for them, okay? Or you get them a house, or you get them a new car, or you just pay off their mortgage, or just hire a maid for yourself every week to clean, or for your family. Imagine their faces, your loved one. Who you doing this for? Your son, your spouse, your mom, your dad, whoever it is. Imagine them thanking you for you doing this amazing gift to them during this holiday season, 2026. Because this past year, you have invested in yourself. You have overcome your fear. You have taken that step of faith and venture out. And because of that, you have stories to tell. You have stories to tell, not just the money, but how you got here, how you inspire your kids to look up to you, everything you do, how you inspire other people in your family to be the first entrepreneurs that broke free, that got freedom. Money, time, relationship, and location freedom. And now you're paying them all expenses paid to a luxury vacation trip, or go fishing, whatever, go hiking, but now you're free. How do you feel? Feel relaxed, right? I feel at peace. What is it for you? How do you feel? I feel fulfilled. Who's with you? Bathe in these feelings as long as you want, okay? And then I'm going to count down 10 to 1. We're going to celebrate as if you already made it happen. The mind don't know the difference. So you want this, right? You want to celebrate thanking God already. That's already happened. Make sense? So count down with me, guys. Your fist in the computer you can, and count down with me. 10, 9, 8, and now you want to celebrate as when we get down there, okay? 7, like the New Year's, new you, okay? 6, 5, nothing gonna stop you. Is there anything gonna stop you, guys? Anything gonna stop you? Let me know. 3, you're gonna let anything stop you, your dreams, your goal? You're gonna make it happen. 2, who's in charge? Is it your powerful one, or is it your loser one? Is it your winner, champion one, or is it your loser one? Your choice. You're right. Either way, you're right. I'm with you. What do you want to do? 1, celebrate. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Come on, guys. Jump up and down. We're making it happen. Make some noise. Thank you, guys. Take care. God bless. Happy New Year. For those of you who are able to come and join us, we look forward to see you on the east side. Take care, guys. Much love. Thank you. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. See you next week. Oh, by the way, we're not done next week. Same time, same place. You can make it. We can take you to see you then. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care, guys. Good night.
Good night.